What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And now we know all y'all is really watching Love Island right now. It's okay. We're gonna watch it later. But Big Brother's around the corner, y'all. We thought
it's around the corner.
It's really tomorrow. The season starts tomorrow. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. It do. It starts tomorrow. Not really, but it feels like it. How did we get here, y'all, so quickly? How did we get here?
It's flown.
Time has really gone by.
Truly. But how are we feeling, panel?
Man, it's nice to see everyone again. It's been a minute. It's been a minute for me.
Oh, yeah, it's been a minute. Eli, you've been in the streets, huh?
I have no. I just haven't been in the Love Island streets. That's what's up with me.
Oh man,
we're gonna recruit you next year. Just wait,
man. But no, life's been good. Life's been good. I've missed y'all. Sorry, we're trying to get Josh up in here.
I was gonna say, did y'all send him that link? I forgot.
I did.
It's not all right, bet.
I already did.
But no, life's been good. Life's been good. It's finally summer. It's summer. Big Brother time is here. I'm telling you, it's been a long time. The void of Big Brother Canada has been missed.
No, for real.
Yeah,
because all we got is Survivor and all the Survivor 50 little bit of sprinkles that we get. So yeah, I'm excited for this cast to eventually come out, which should be really soon. And just a big old hype, the Big Brother time. It's gonna be a good season.
I agree. I think it has to be. Like, you don't come back. I think we've talked about this so many times. Like BB26, really. Hey, what's up, Josh? Hey, our gamer king is in the building.
Yeah.
Period.
We just chit chatting, seeing how everybody's been. How about you? We've missed you as well.
You missed me?
Of course.
We did.
Oh shucks. I've been all right. Just adding another job onto my resume.
Okay,
no, that's right.
Josh, keep a job, Jones.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Steve.
You said what?
I said I got more jobs than Steve. You better ask about me.
Yeah.
Wait, this is one band, one sound, because I literally just made a Steve Jobs joke before a week. It was just me and Eli. I literally just made one.
If I had a dime for every Steve Jobs joke I've heard today, $2, but it's still a crazy amount. You would never know.
We need the panel for those who have not been here or those who know. Y'all, we are really in sync. Like, it's crazy how in sync we all be. Truly. But I'm gonna turn it over to Eli because he got to tell us why we here.
Shoot, y'all see the title. We are here to hand out some Big Brother superlatives.
Woo, woo.
And essentially, we just created a list of categories going through. If you love the list, give me a shout out. If you hate the list, it's all Eric's fault.
No,
you're right, Eli. That's the perfect person to shift the blame onto. Perfect.
Can confirm.
We know it's Big Brother season because they turn on me every time. One of our we know it every single time.
First boot, Eric Rollerson. But no, we're just here to have fun, chat it up. We're gonna crown our own winners for these awards. Did I forget some names on a handful of categories? Yeah, you darn sure I did. But we're just gonna go through, have fun, and so
we gotta say something for next year. We can't just give all the awards out this year.
That part. I will add a caveat. Majority of these awards are based on the last 4 seasons. We're kind of focusing on the new era because there's so many things that have been talked about and discussed over and over. With it being 25 years of Big Brother, about to be 26. So we're focusing on the new era, the last 4 years, but we do sugar in some legacy awards, legacy superlatives, because we got to show some love to the Big Brother history.
Absolutely.
So speaking of Love Island, which Lan just finished watching, first superlative should have been at the villa. So this is for people, for contestants, showmances that really should have ended up on Love Island instead of Big Brother. but we still have some love for them. So first one, Trace's favorite, Tucker and Rubina. And we got Corey in America. We got Kyle and Alyssa. And to finish it off, we got Taylor and Monty.
Him on the floaty. Ooh, messy boots.
Messy boots. I wonder who advocated for that last one.
I did.
See, no, Taylor and Monty, they should have been that was such a dramatic like week. That felt so Love Island where they were at odds, and then it was just like, I'm not gonna say love, but you saw the lust, which you see a lot in Love Island. It was like, oh,
that's what it should be called, is Lust Island.
And this is exactly why they should have been at the villa, because they was doing Love Island things in the Big Brother house, because their relationship was 9 days, if that.
Joseph left and it turned into Casa Amor. But
no, literally,
man, it is crazy to think about. Of these couples, we only have one left, and that's Corey and America.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're still together.
You know, they still together. Good for them. You know,
yeah, Tucker and Rubina just broke up like a second ago.
For sure. And we don't Kyle and Alyssa didn't get nowhere, but
I still feel that Kyle and Alyssa should get this award because all these other people at least had some sort of impact on the overall of the season. Like Tucker was winning all the AI arena challenges and was winning all the challenges and stuff. Corey won.
At least they was
won HOH and then was a part of that. And Corey and America were the victims of that AI. Not AI, that the hacker or whatever it was, the anonymous HOH that was not so anonymous.
Right.
And them getting back door, that was at least one of the highlights of the later half of that season.
That's true.
Taylor and Monty ended up being the final two of Big Brother 24. Kyle and Alyssa just went on a floaty for the length of a Vine video. That's all they did. That was their entire contribution.
So your vote is for Kyle and Alyssa to get it. Should have been at the villa.
Yeah, because they had the least amount of impact on their season out of everyone here.
I'm going to say I'm going to go with Tucker and Rubina, not because they're my faves or nothing, because I could actually care less about this ship. I was one of the ones who were actively against it. And the reason why I'm going with them is because they remind me of some of the stuff that's going on Love Island right now. And like, because they were together, right? But we all know, everybody on Twitter was like, he really got eyes for T-Core. But he just placated himself with Rubina because she the one throwing herself at him. And that's kind of like what people, they want Nick to be with Olandria so bad. It was like, oh, he's just with Sierra, but he really want Olandria. So it's giving some of the parallels for me. I'm like, y'all should have been at the villa then. So, listen.
I think
been at the villa.
I'm with Eric a little bit where a lot of them were just full steam ahead. Or actually, I don't know. Tucker and Rubina, they played that game for so long where it's like
slow burning.
Will they, won't they? And like, oh, it was outed, quote unquote, outed by Quinn in the whatever AI, whatever he did on the big screen or whatever. Like, oh, there's a lot of drama, but it was also really cute. So that's my vote. Priest.
My vote, okay. Initially, I was gonna say Taylor and Monte just because it's messy and people don't like it and it'd be funny. But if we be real, Taylor and Monte definitely had a villa-esque relationship. It was short, it was quick. They got it in, and then they had the beef. They had the drama, and then it was. So I definitely would give them that should have been at the villa, but things that Eric laid down, I think my vote will have to be Tucker and Rubina. I was so locked in. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been locked in on a what's it called? A
showman's.
And almost never. Like never. So I was like sitting there like, damn, when y'all gonna get to when y'all gonna kiss? Hurry up. Y'all got a long time. So I'm definitely gonna give it to Tucker and Rubina. I mean Tucker and Rubina. Tucker and Rubina. What am I looking at? Yes, that's anyways.
And I know Martino mentioned Matt McKenzie. Man, I thought about it too. I thought about it, and then I was like, oh, they never did nothing in the house. But Man.
But the fact that they still together.
Matt and McKenzie.
Oh no.
Who would have known? Who would have known? Matt and MJ. But all right, congrats, Tucker and Rubina. Y'all should have been at the villa.
All informative. I mean, what's it called? Known fact: every one of these couples have got it in the Big Brother house.
Ooh.
Wait, Colin and Alyssa did?
Who?
Oh, Corey in America?
They did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them.
Well, you know what? I don't know if they did the whole home run, but they definitely was playing on them bases. Gotcha. We do have confirmation on that. So we'll say they've all been sexually active in the house. Congratulations to you guys.
Yes. And while we're talking about showmances, we can't talk about Big Brother showmances without giving a legacy award to the people who pretty much created showmances. Were there showmances before them? Yes. But in our hearts, I see two Big Brother showmances that will last long.
The staplers.
Last forever. Jeff and Jordan or Brendan and Rachel.
Yeah.
What are y'all?
That's true.
First, yeah, props to both of them. Both came back twice. Played together both seasons.
Pairs, and it's the women. I mean, y'all know my vote going to Rachel, like, because I started my Big Brother journey with Brendan and Rachel.
Same time.
Now,
Rachel was mad annoying. Like, she was very annoying, but she was so good at the game of Big Brother. So, you know, I can excuse her annoyance. And on top of that, her annoyance with Brendan was also annoying, but they were great TV to watch. I initially loved Jeff and Jordan, and I would have picked them, but we all know Jeff said some ignorant stuff, so for that, I have to disqualify him. So my vote is definitely Rachel.
And as a certified casual, man, the editors did their thing with Jeff and Jordan. I would have never known. I love them. What? So my vote is going to Jeff and Jordan because you know what? They never showed any of the stuff, man. They should, man. Imagine if they were modern day. Are they old school? What's their names? Gosh dang, military guy and Jessica.
Oh,
Cody and Jessica.
Cody and Jessica.
They might be the old school then.
I don't know. Where were they on January the 6th?
We know where they was at. We know where Cody and
Jessica. I'm talking about Jeff and Jordan. Where was y'all at?
Jeff was probably there. Jordan was at home with them boys.
Jeff, I was just about to say Jordan was at home with the kids.
I don't know, but Josh, are you creating the tie, Jeff and Jordan and Brendan and Rachel, or
I'm not creating no tie. I'm with Eric. Me and him both started with Brendan and Rachel.
Exactly.
I ain't never switched up. They ain't never switched up.
Ain't gonna never switch up.
Jeff, I never liked Jeff, to be honest. I never did. I never saw it for him.
I love Jeff.
And even in this modern day, I definitely still don't see it for him.
Wait, why Ty said Jeff just sent money to help the cause?
Nah, I believe that.
But I love it that our faves are also on the right side of history. It's like one thing to have a favorite player, but when they also like stand on the right side of causes in real life, it just kind of makes it feel good too. Like, okay, at least my faves ain't terrible trash.
Oh man, it's not always America's faves. America's favorite player has not always been on the right side of that stuff. But congratulations, Brendan and Rachel. Brenchel, a staple couple for us at A Who Are Gonna Be There. Next category, Batman and Robin. This is for the best modern day duos. So up first, we have the Fieldses, Suri and Izzy. Up next, we got Lisa and Glitter, because you could not separate those two, and Glitter got on literally everyone. And man, you know, I'll cover it once I go through all of them. But up next, Jag and Matt. We got a final two right there. And finally, Tiffany and Hannah. Hate that I have the picture of them on the block next to each other, but they were quite the duo. I don't know. Man, Tiffany had a bunch of duos, but on Lisa and Glitter, man, I won't forget when we went to the finale party. Man, she was walking up to everyone. Hey, can I put a little glitter on you? If you want to talk to me, I gotta put some glitter on you. Man, they aren't lying when they say she loves her glitter.
the woman literally carries it around with her. She was blessing folks with glitter at the thing. Like Eli said, literally she's going around like see somebody poke
and just crazy word to use.
Oh, she was baptizing folks in glitter, y'all. Lady. Oh man.
But Josh, you want to get us started? Who's your vote for?
For Batman and Robin, I think I have to go Tiffany and Hannah. I just feel like, because I don't know, part of me wants to give it to Jag and Matt since they did make Final Two, but like the way that season was so skewed, the comps weren't equitable.
Right. Hello.
And that reminds me, it's not anywhere on this list, so I don't mind bringing it up. In terms of equitable comps and Matt being on it, y'all remember that music competition where they had to listen and this guy has impaired hearing? Yeah. That is still insane to me.
And that was absolutely nuts.
And the fact that
whoever thought of that should be fired.
And the fact that, like, because of that, from now, since then, they've only revealed like the top 3 in those veto competitions. They reveal the whole results. I'm like, big brother, y'all couldn't have just been smart and just saved. If y'all were going to do that, can y'all just saved it till a week where Matt's not competing?
Yeah, like it's easy.
I think what it is, I think the people don't be paying attention about who's paying attention. They just be building stuff, and then it's like, okay, this is the competition we're doing this week, and then they're like, oh, he's playing in it. Oh,
they should have pulled Matt's name out the bag because we know
that's why y'all need to do veto. That's why you need to do veto draws Friday night instead of Saturday afternoon. Saturday morning.
Exactly.
You should.
Because they probably be setting up while they doing the veto drawing. They setting up, and then they come out the building like, oh, he got picked. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever thought of that? Fired immediately.
Yeah, but I think ultimately Tiffany and Hannah, because like season 23 was just a breath of fresh air, and like Tiffany still ran that thing, and like Hannah was low key like her not her wing woman, but her right hand like was right there with her. And I feel like I don't know, I just always see them two kind of hand in hand together for me. So for me, I'm gonna go Tiffany and Hannah.
And it's also crazy with Tiffany and Hannah, where this could easily be Tiffany and Claire too, where Tiffany had so many duos and she was running it, and it's hard to pick against the Fieldses, but you know what? I'm gonna go with you, Josh. I don't know. I love the Tiffany and Hannah duo, and I just hate that they ended up sitting together, and that final 6 ended up the way that it did.
I was hurt.
They went out back to back. And then it's funny if they went out back to back, and I still remember they quote. They was like, they was mad at the boys. They was like, "What y'all talking about? Ain't pulling away? Look at us now. Who ain't pulling away? Look at us back to back, back to back." And they went out back to back.
Oh Lord,
we pulling it now, ain't we? And was HOA veto. That's how you do it.
Now, this would be another nasty Love Island duo. I should have remembered that. I should have remembered Tiffany and Kyle and all that drama.
Maybe the Thailand stands was, and I believe Ty was an active Thailand stand. I do recall. Oh goodness! But I'm gonna go with you too. I don't know what Tracy's gonna say, because I was honestly going into this. I was thinking the Fields, because I love them, Izzy and Cerise duo together. I thought it was incredible. But they were just so cracked. It was the crackiest duo that I could think of. But it worked so well, because I remember how first night was like, oh my gosh, Izzy is a threat. She gonna mess up Cerise. It's gonna be a terrible. And then it just all came and worked out so well. And to see that how the light left Cerise's eyes when Izzy was gone. She was like walking through the house miserable. Her son, her biological son, was still in the house. And she was just like, do I still want to play this game anymore? But just based off impact and the way you two described it, Hannah and Tiffany, I just think they were just so in sync together and made it to the end together as far as they could go anyway. I just thought, with the mission in mind, I appreciate their duo.
Okay, me. I'm gonna be different because I like to do that. And y'all already know it's the Fields for me. Okay.
Baby.
Now, if we being real, if we really want to look at the definition of Batman and Robin, let's be real, it should be Jag and Matt. But this is our podcast and we pick who we want to pick. So we just not gonna even, they're not even in the vote. And Lisa and Glitter, I don't know who Lisa nor Glitter is. Never seen them, never heard them in their life.
The Glitter Critter?
I may have
Glitter
heard of
Critter?
Glitter. My mom name may be Lisa, but I never heard of either in my life. Okay. Now, Tiffany and Hannah, this was a strong competition because I let them girls down bad. I really do. But I really, we already know the vote going to Tiffany and Hannah because it's 3-1. But I got to give the feels because they gave me nonstop entertainment, nonstop. And everybody knows Tracy J loves a messy Big Brother season, and they gave me so much mess. And I would like to say they would have been more on track if they wasn't getting that weak ass commentary from Jared because he was giving wrong information. Yeah. If they was working with correct information, I think things would have been differently. So I'm gonna blame it on him. But just based off of my soul entertainment and anything Sari Fields is in, I'm gonna just vote for her. I don't even know what it is. Who got the best flip flops? Sari Fields.
And I respect it.
We get Tiffany in the vote too, because what is Sari's middle name? Tiffany.
There you go.
So we gonna still get it in there. So wait.
Love it. I still can't believe. Oh, go ahead, Treese.
Can you imagine a link up like if Sari and Tiffany had been in a house together?
Oh
my God. Can you imagine the strategy?
Watch, they'd be enemies. They'd somehow end up on the wrong side.
No, I think they would work together.
I think they would be good.
You know, I think so too, actually.
With Tiffany,
it'd be good because Tiffany can win comps.
Exactly.
And she know the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I still can't believe how literally once Izzy went out the house, season went downhill. It was a top 3 season, if not top 2 for me. For those first couple of weeks. So shout out to the Fields. But Tiffany and Hannah just squeaked y'all out. So shout out Tiffany and Hannah.
Yeah.
And now another legend shout out, Jordan and Pippen.
Our legacy.
For those that know basketball, that's an old school duo. That's an old school basketball duo. So we got Danielle and Jason, Boogie and Will, Janelle and Kaser, and Dan and Memphis. This is a star-studded duo.
Let me
go first. Yeah, Trees go first.
Okay, listen. I really want to pick Janelle and Kaser just because I like them. Oh, justice for Kaser, Lord Jesus, justice for him. But I have to give it to Boogie and Will, even though Will got a restraining order on Boogie. Even though he do, but that duo right there, that was to me starting to watch Big Brother. Like I've been watching it. I think I started at season 2. Yeah. Anyways, I went back and watched 1. Anyways, that was just the definition of like a duo for me, and that just started. I feel like without Boogie and Will, we wouldn't have had the Janelle and the Kaser. And Danielle and Jason were so good together too. Hold on.
I'm telling you, star-studded list right here. Star-studded.
This is a good one. I'm not talking about Dan and Memphis. Because I'm mad at Memphis.
And you're so right. There's a clear
automatically
Memphis in jail.
There's a polar bear in Arlington right now. There's a polar bear.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Boogie and Will. I could talk all day. Boogie and Will. I'm just leave it at that. And Dan by himself. Sorry. Minus traitors.
Josh, what do you think? Josh doesn't have an opinion. Josh does not have an opinion.
Oh, Josh's opinion will be here after this break. Go ahead, Eric. Black people.
I personally too would like to say Janelle and Kaser because I prefer them over.
I just like them.
I just like them, and I would like to say them. However, when I really think of Jordan and Pippen went to they went all the way, and I got to think about the ones who went all the way. which is this right side from my side. So Boogie and Will, Dan and Memphis are the pairs that made it to the end. Although we are the Hitman, throw them in there, even though I could care less about them. That's Cody and Sergeant Porkchop. But they not on this list because they not legacy. But I'm gonna go with, and I love Jason and Danielle. They divided and conquered. They started that strategy to be on opposite ends of alliances and feeding each other information. But like I said, going back to what Jordan and Pippen mean, I'm gonna go with Boogie and Will as well. Much as it pains me, because I do not like Mike. He shouldn't have won 7, but both of them won the game too. So I mean, you got to give it to him on that alone, really. But he should not have won 7, but he did, unfortunately. So.
And yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of love for Danielle and Jason, just because you think of, at least in my head, I think of Jordan and Pippen, and I think of domination. They dominated basketball when they played. Yeah. And Danielle and Jason really dominated. Not that Boogie and Will didn't. They had their own way. I don't want to say they were more fun, a lot more fun. I mean, they goofed off. They were goofballs and still made it. Danielle and Jason straight up dominated. So I'm going to give them their love, even though if we're talking Big Brother duos, we know we all know who it is. But Josh.
Yeah.
For me, I have to go Janelle and Queso.
Love it.
Because it's just a duo that was featured on 3 different seasons. They're on 6, 7, and Small Stars. And like, when you have a pairing that's that iconic that you are just kind of linked together, like they pretty much played every season together.
That's true.
And have like, they're like the most notable names of old school duos. And even when it came into like the kind of new era of season 22 during the COVID era.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I gotta give it to them.
I respect it.
But honestly, that's good reasoning.
It is amazing reasoning. If only they just made it further. If only Kaser made jury.
If Kaser would have made jury, let's give it to him. But
Nah. But shout out Boogie and Will. They're winning our Jordan Pippen Award. Up next, we got Who. Let me say it again. Who? A whole lot of house guests I went through.
That Al.
I can't remember more than one thing that they did. So I don't. Let me know what y'all think. I could be way off. But first, we got Indy. I almost called her Izzy. My fault, Indy. Only thing notable that she, well, I'll go through everyone first. We got Red, the Chill Billy. We got Kenny, and then we got Whitney. And I'm gonna keep it real. The only thing I can name from any of these 3 is Indy when she got on Kyle. She said, "It's funny. There's an internet," or whatever she said. Educate yourself.
And lotion.
For
the feed watchers.
But truly, if I'm handing out this award, part of me wants to give it to Whitney, but I'm gonna give her grace because I remember at least liking her. Man, Kenny, shout out to Kenny, but you wanted out the house the whole time. So you are getting this certified award by me. We'll see how these other panelists vote.
I actually propose renaming this category to Who Chose to Cast You.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Literally.
Because likewise, I'm going with Kenny because, like, I'm sorry, like, for you to be on our screens wasting our time, saying you miss your kids, you all that stuff, like you could have just stayed at home.
You signed up for this. I'm sorry, Big Brother Canada.
You signed up for this. You signed up for 90 days.
No. Literally, like people that want to piss me off so much because there's hundreds of thousands of people that applied and they chose your ass and you were ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, absolutely Kenny.
I want to give him grace because I met his wife and she was so funny, so cool, so down to earth. Mm-hmm. But you did waste our time. You messed up stuff that didn't need to be messed up. Like you shouldn't have won that veto. You did stuff that you shouldn't have done. You messed the season up. Things were going perfectly. And had you not won the veto when you won the veto, we would probably be looking at a different season. Honestly, even though the season was great as it was.
Can you imagine that one veto? Whew. Lord Jesus.
So Kenny, who? Even though Indy, I don't remember. I forgot Indy existed. Thickney, I like her, but she contributed absolutely nothing but back rubs and massages for X. And Red the Hillbilly, only thing I remember is everybody talking about his child bride. So nothing came.
That was off the season. I am also going to backdoor with Kenny because who? Your wife should have been casted over you. Next.
Well, congratulations, Kenny. Our first unanimous vote for who? Cassidy, because you just want to go home. You almost ruined the Matt backdoor. Right? That was the backdoor. He was asking to go home week 1.
Yep.
Crazy. But best person we never met. I forgot a little bit of my animations. But we have Ainsley and we have Marvin. I don't know if you guys remember. Marvin was casted over Joseph, and then he was on America's Got Talent. Was he even on an episode? I don't even know. But Marvin showed up.
Eli, Ty says she's gonna get a lottery ticket because y'all agreed on something for once, and so she's gonna give you a piece if she wins.
This is what happens when I have a break. I come out with some good takes. Now you'll see later. I'm gonna have some horrible takes. So it's only because I'm like fresh from podcasting.
Yeah, I'm just go ahead and Ty. You said it best. Marvin showed his whole tail on the circle, so Ainsley wins.
Ainsley.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. We don't have much to talk about with these. We're gonna keep it pushing, but I'm gonna override Josh's winner. And if we're being real, let's get loud. Let's get loud. Oh man, robbed us.
Both of y'all getting removed. Both. I just got backdoor. You just experienced the first Hey Who I Gonna Be Their podcast backdoor.
Out of there.
Eli went through the front, she went through the back.
Oh goodness.
Double. This is double.
Truly imagine if she got loud on feeds. Man, that would be brilliant.
Another person who would have changed the entire season had she made it on there.
You want to know?
And not in the right way.
I bet you I would have really liked her. Like we playing, but I just feel like I would have been like, yeah. I feel like she would have been a comp beast.
But she would have been on the wrong side. She wouldn't have been working with our faves. She wouldn't have been a Claire. So? She would not have been with Claire. Claire was down for the people.
Oh yeah, she was on the cookout season, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, don't like you. But Ainsley gave us that fire ass what's the little comp called with the puzzles?
AI Arena.
The AI Arena. So she get that off back. And please bring that back for BB 27.
We'll see. We started getting the previews, but yeah, shout out Chrissy. Never met you. But yeah, get loud. Now we have my favorite award, the Raven Walton Award. I feel like this is kind of my inner animal award. But let's see who our nominees are. We got Frenchie, had an amazing HOH train week 1. We have Blue. Now y'all know, like I said, my spirit animal. I love Delusion and Blue. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. We got Pooch, defined Pooched himself. Got a whole catchphrase, and we got MJ. We got Mackenzie. Treese, you want to get us started, or Eric?
Oh, go ahead, Treese.
I'll pop it out. The Raven Walton Award is 1000%. It has to go to Mackenzie for me because the way that girl I don't know what season she thought she was on. And at first I'm thinking like, okay, she has to know like something that's going on. She has to know. But we went to the BB finale party, right? And When I tell you that girl, literally, she was flabbergasted that she was being used. She really thought she was gonna win the season. That girl really thought that she was walking on a tightrope. Like she was just like, I did that. Like, fam, you was walking on a tightrope with Chelsea holding up a wooden board underneath. That girl, no, when I tell y'all, I promise y'all, that girl was literally, she was just like, she was flabbergasted. And Mackenzie, easy.
Because we saw it on her face as Chelsea was going on. She was just like, "Oh, I shouldn't have brought her."
Yeah,
like even though she was like,
she really got played.
I wanted to bring my girl, all this stuff like that. No, you realize,
man. I feel like the funny part, and this I do feel bad for Mackenzie, but where we got to see kind of the layers like get exposed of her realizing it, where immediately out the house she was like, "Oh no, it was all I kind of expected that," and then oh yeah, that was the reasoning, and then slowly this year pieced together, which I still don't know if Raven has done, Miss Puppet Master. Which she was, which Mackenzie also was, but I don't know. It is fun. I'm gonna give my vote for Pooch though, just because he was so confident sitting on that block. He literally said, "Put me up. I'm good. Everyone loves me. Everyone loves the Pooch." And then literally all season they just kept saying, "Don't pooch yourself." So
that's true. I'm going to give my votes to Blue because I feel like Blue was delusion personified. This baby girl, she knew that kitty purr. She thought she was eating down every week. She thought she was masterminding. She thought she was controlling things. When she got evicted, she was like, "Of course, they got me out. I'm the threat, girl, Miss Julie, girl. I'm the threat. Of course, it came for me."
I forgot about that
in the house. Like,
I forgot about that. That might be the wildest Julie interaction. Blue, I love you. You were not. Let's hope you are running the challenge house. But oh lordy, Josh, break this tie for us, or bring it an all around tie.
And that's what I'm finna do because my vote's going to Frenchie.
Oh man,
I'm sorry. I have never, even with Devin and Byyyeee 16, I don't think we've witnessed a crash and burn this epic from week 1 to week 2. Like Frenchie had the whole world in his hands week 1 and decided, squashed it like a bug.
True.
And set it on fire twice. I just never seen someone flame out so bad.
And he thought he was doing so well.
So quickly.
And that's where the delusion come in because he really thought he was crushing it. Like he just knew he was about to make it.
Nah, he's the real Pooch himself. Like so, I my vote going to Frenchie.
Come on, mate.
Well, that means we'll leave it up to the audience. Whether you're listening to this after or during, feel free to leave it in the comments. Let us know who is the true Raven Walton. And I love that we've had a Raven Walton in every single season. So I can't wait to see who the BB27 Raven Walton is. All I know is I'm going to stand them. That's all I know. But up next, we got a duo of most likely to leave us hanging. So this award is for the contestant who just Twitter knew that they had the game in their hand. They were the masterminds. They had everything figured out, and they're gonna start dominating the season. But guess what? They never did. They just kept walking around the storage room or just literally sitting and talking to Chemo. So for this award, we got T-Core, we got Mimi. Oh. Let's discuss who disappointed us more because we knew that they could have won the game. They had all the relationships.
Let me jump in here first. I was like, I am so sad that we got to see some of our melanated queens as the nominees here on this because like we're supposed to be. I believe in Black excellence, and like they were excellent in theory, But
they're excellent. They're just not as excellent as other contestants.
They're not excellent in execution.
Man, y'all did not for nominating two black. I nominated two black women, huh?
Listen, we thought we'd give white people a break, okay?
Because
this is every blue moon. This is their moon and it's blue.
But for me, honestly, who I was left most hanging by was Mimi. Definitely, like I felt like with all her little talks in the kitchen, in the storage room,
yes,
I just felt like she was like she gonna win something, and she gonna wake it up, and she didn't win nothing, and just stayed asleep and got evicted. But I will. I will add the caveat that I believe that if they did not move that season to a seven person jury and they started jury early, I do think we more likely probably would have got the Mimi that we was expecting, potentially. Just I'm gonna add the asterisk to it.
My asterisk, I'm gonna follow up because Mimi is also my vote. So yeah, I agree with everything you said. She had the knowledge, she knew what was going on. She tried to warn the people weeks and weeks, every week, don't do this because this is gonna happen. I don't think this is the best move. We should probably do this. She had it all together. She had the game figured out, but could not win nothing. But here's where my asterisks come in. Had Cameron not come back into the game when he did, she would have won that veto because she came in second. That week that they brought him back in that game, she got second place. So yeah, he stayed out the game. She wins that veto, and then we could actually probably would have saw her play the game that we knew she was capable of playing when she would have had some power. But we never got to. She stayed on the couch. She did give us that. Don't talk to me, Corey. Get out of my face. She did give us that on her way out. So
now, Trace, all the pressure is going to be on you because I'm gonna vote for T-Core just because. She had every relationship, and I guess where my mind right now is at is Janky World, where man, she had the chance to stay. She really had the chance to stay, and she was chilling. T-Core, please fight.
Stand up.
That's literally the thought that I had in my head. Like, girl, you did so good. You had the opportunity to like really fight to stay, and you just laid down and went to sleep. Why you do that, girl?
They were outside. You know what? For some grace, they were stuck outside eating nothing but what was it? Ice cream and dancing.
They didn't turn Chelsea brain off.
No.
They didn't. Yeah, it got to be T-Core. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry to this woman, T-Core.
Love it. We have another tie. So
my personal addition, I would have thrown America in there because y'all couldn't tell them Twitter stands. America about to win. She about to get that
HOH up. Child, them American stands still think she about to win a comp.
Nah. Y'all saw her hold that button for 14 hours, whatever it was. She held that button. So
that was absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she held that button.
Give it away.
Just to say, oh yeah, who was it? Cameron, right? Cameron, yes. You can win it. She didn't even like Cameron. Oh, that is a great. Yeah, I'm gonna
give it to America. Never mind.
Congratulations, Mimi. Congratulations, Mimi.
The Black Queens are saved.
Mimi, you still win. Just imagine if you're on the All-Stars. Man, if Mimi's on an All-Star season, we all know she's going to win. She's not going to leave us hanging.
All-Star.
But congratulations, Mimi. It was Nicole, right?
Too, so.
Happy birthday. Hey, you got an award courtesy of who are going to be there.
America about to win the challenge for the one. Is she for real? Is she on the challenge?
She's on the challenge for.
Oh, I thought she was making
That is a great thought. Okay. America.
She just had to find the right show.
She's gonna dominate. She's gonna win a comp. But
Martino being funny because never mind. I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh man. So this one's straight up. Most likely to win a veto. I'm sure y'all can think.
He just won it.
So we got Heisem. Dominated the early part. We got Michael Bruner.
Ooh.
Oh, we got Mr. I Like Puzzles himself, Tucker.
Why you put that man up there?
And then we got the Cockadoodle Zoom Jag.
Based off of what I know, Jag, Jesus, Lord Jesus.
They didn't let this man win a whole nother show. Like, of course, give it.
Oh, spoiler alert.
They don't know what show I'm talking about. They don't even watch
only
it.
on one other show.
Man, that's crazy, Eric. That's crazy. We gotta stop this stream now because Eric's spoiling stuff. But
they already just seen it on Twitter. They be on Twitter.
Man, I'm gonna give it to Michael though. I truly think Michael can. If the conversation between Michael and Jag, I think Michael beats Jag 8 times out of 10, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. Michael lost comps that he chose to lose because he just wanted to give it to Brittany. Thinking of one of the Sayer fold. Jag, he was behind Heisem, he was behind Cameron. I guess he was third. In my opinion, he was the third best comp piece on his season. So
yeah,
a season full of comp piece.
But when they were out the way, then of course you're gonna win everything when you up against somebody, mama and a senior citizen.
Michael had, gosh dang, Monty feeling despair. Like that's the most despair I've seen out of a person. And he's an athlete. All right, Cam was funny. Cam was funny. The fact that he was losing. Monty straight up felt like he should be winning every comp.
Right.
And Michael just dusted him, even to the point where Michael was vulnerable. And Monty was still like, well, we can't take out Michael, even though he's vulnerable, because he's just going to win the comp. So
I'm a still, I would give it to Michael ultimately because literally we just knew going in, if Michael was playing a veto, we was like, that's the veto king. Like Michael is going to win a veto. And sometimes he would just win it just because he was just like, oh, well, I guess I'll just win this one. So effortlessly.
And I'll even add in, if it had not been for his little thing malfunctioning in that last veto during his double eviction, I'm pretty sure he would have won that veto himself then too.
Yeah. And then he would have been the first one to break the record. He's the first one to tie Janelle's record in 10 years. Well, how many years was that? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Too many numbers for me to count. 17 seasons. There we go. 17 seasons to tie her record of 9 comps. And
then Jag did it versus Suri and Felicia. And Byyyeee Jane. Congratulations, Jag.
And with a bunch of comps that were not very equitable, that are already favoring him. So that's why I can't look at Jag.
Screw this. I'm not gonna crash out. Jag was evicted, man.
Yeah. And did he win anything before he was evicted?
I don't think he did. So
he won that one. The one in that costume he got on right now is the one he won.
So we had a one-time comp winner by the time he was evicted. Yeah. I don't know. My vote's Michael. It sounded like it was a consensus, Michael. Is that true?
Treese.
Jag. Unfortunately. But you know what? I just had a thought. I would absolutely love to see all 4 of these compete again. I don't know why they haven't. For BB25 is a big monumental year. Yeah. I think they should just do a season of all comp beasts. I don't want to see nobody weak. Anybody on the show, you have to have won at least 3 comps. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And I would love to see that in all 4 of these individuals. I think it should be on the show. I would like to see Michael play again for sure.
Okay, but when we say comp Bs, I'm sorry, 3 is not enough for me to be considered. I think you need to have at least 1, 5 or 6, in my opinion, in one season.
And I'll further add a caveat: at least 2 HOHs and 2 vetoes.
I think you know what? I think 2 HOHs, 2 vetoes at least.
There we go. Yeah,
I like that.
In one
or season. 2 AI Arena. Shout out to AI Arena.
Yes, I'm gonna count AI too. But anyways, I just have to say that. I lost my train of thought that fast.
I will say Tucker loves puzzles. Also lost on a puzzle, but love Tucker.
There won't be enough women competitors.
That is, I mean, If we would have, I mean,
let's think about it. Vanessa,
Danielle,
Rachel,
Chelsea and Mackenzie. Didn't Mackenzie win like 20 comps?
Oh no! I just had a thought. Never mind. Cancel the show.
Uh-oh. Who's coming on? Who's joining the show?
Cancel it. Cancel it.
Wait, who's coming on?
She's talking about Frenzel.
Miss Frizzle.
I don't consider her a comp beast.
That's my comp beast, strategic queen, showman's queen.
Vanessa.
My thing too, you would have to bring in Frankie.
I put in Tiffany.
A lot of people forget about Frankie.
No, Frankie was beast.
He was
Frankie.
Incredible.
Wait,
we know Paul, Cody, and Mitchie. They all had.
You talking about general? I was like, that man is not a woman.
Yeah.
I was naming women. How many women we need?
Women.
At least what? 7?
Yeah.
6?
8 nowadays.
What you said?
So who else?
Well, Mackenzie, we got to throw Mackenzie in there. She won.
Oh, that's true, Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well,
she won
BB
3 HOHs and 2 vetoes.
Something like that. She dominated at the end.
So we'll see. I mean, it'll be good to see her stack up.
Danielle? How many did Danielle? Danielle won quite a bit, huh?
In her first season.
In the
yeah. We talking about Danny or we talking about Reyes or
Danny
Donato?
Black hair Danny.
No. Oh yeah, Donato. Yes, Donato. She in her first season, she did good. Yeah.
Y'all ain't talking about Danny Briones?
She did in 13.
Y'all talking Danny Donato?
In 13 too. She didn't win as many. She won 2 HOHs.
Well, because she had to sit off for so long.
True.
Mm-hmm.
If she was allowed to compete, I definitely think her stat pad would have been bigger.
Yep. This is just a thought because half these people probably don't even want to play again.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Jack.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations to Michael. Treese, you're overruled. Through Comp King.
You see how they hate women over here?
Oh, you see.
Look at the title of this next one. This is the Olivia Pope Award. Shout out to my favorite show, How to Get Away with Murder. Sorry, I wanted to see if anyone would cut me off. Yeah, y'all better check me.
I was on like film wrong show. Okay.
And
even though Olivia Pope did go on How to Get Away with Murder, actually.
She did.
Go on episode. So you technically went wrong. But go ahead.
And as for the name of the show, this is to talk about what's our favorite scandal of the past 4 seasons. So up first, this picture is back. We got the butterfly floaty. Up next, we got a little couch cleaning. We got some. You got to clean up the couch with the wet wipes. Up next, you got old Luke over here. Over here talking and getting kicked out. Heisem and Cody side-eyeing him, even though Heisem said I didn't hear him say nothing. But
and he still care about it. We love Heisem, but
and finally, we got Paloma week 1. That is so crazy thinking about it. Man.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm gonna go with Bleeping Gate. Because I ultimately think that is what's took away our rewind feature and feeds. So F you for that. I think that is the big like, all right, we gotta get rid of it. And I'm mad.
For sure.
Yeah, Luke. That's the one I want to hear.
Martino. Bye. Oh, Treese, bro. I forgot about the fact we can't rewind the feeds. Yeah. Oh, you're so right.
Makes our job so much harder. Thank you, Luke. I hope you stub your toe tonight. And I hope you cut open, and I hope somebody pour alcohol in it and it burn and it sizzle. And then I hope you go outside and hit it again. And then I hope you get a flat tire. And then after you get a flat tire, I hope your headlight go out and then you get pulled over and something happened with your insurance company. So it lapsed and you didn't know. And then you get your car towed. And then after you get your car towed, you find out you lost your job. And then after you lost your job.
Okay, straw.
Now you ain't got no job. And then you ain't got no car. And so now you struggling.
If this ain't Tyler Perry then right there, I don't know who did.
Tyler Perry production for real.
Tristan put a whole hex on this man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness gracious.
I'm gonna stamp my vote. I think I agree with Treese. I'm gonna give. I don't know. The Paloma situation is so
that was
crazy, and I think scandal's the wrong word for this, but I do think it is like a interesting scenario where I don't know, just the mental health of Paloma, like feel bad that she got to that point, but man, she was dominating the game. She had 80 million alliances, and even by the time she left, they had the post pack named after her. They hated Taylor extra because of her, and
that's where the scandal get in, because the way she created such a hostile environment for Taylor, that's what really, is where, for me, that's where the scandal come in.
Yeah, because I was highly expecting to see what the Lays on here.
Oh yeah, Lays is another one. Because he would have, Daniel would have, I would have to get that, because you would have lost your mind. You did what?
Right.
You walking up on who? You stepping to who? But I'm definitely gonna give it to Luke, because he just set up there cheesing like he didn't just say that. Like, no, you just said that.
And you know what? I'm probably more mad because I really liked Luke.
The way we was like, he really fits to turn the game around. The dark horse.
He was in the middle, right? Like he was not. There was sides forming, and he was in neither side.
Exactly.
Exactly. Did everyone vote? I'm sorry. Did everyone vote? Is it Luke?
Moment of silence, like, damn, that shit really pissed us off.
And you know what, man? Screw Luke extra, because that's the reason for one of the dumb twists, whether it was Jack being saved after being evicted or Zombie Week, because they got rid of Luke, and then Kirsten was on the block, and they said, you know what? We just got rid of someone.
That's right.
We're going through with this eviction. We aren't having 2 week 1 HOHs getting canceled in a row, knowing that the Taylor Hale one did.
I forgot he was even on that particular season. I don't know what season I thought he was on.
So man, Luke really messed up that season, because that season ultimately changes if Jag goes home and that power isn't there. Or if Zombie Week isn't a thing, because Zombie Week, the people still got evicted. It didn't matter, but it kind of ruined it. It brought the season to a halt for a lot of us watching. So, Luke, you won something. Congrats. I hate that you won something, but here's an award. I don't want to see you again.
For sure.
For real, he really could have.
All right. Now I will preface this. I might have forgot the Lays. But here we're talking about the best fights of the past couple years. So we got Kylan versus X, right, with Julie Chen screaming, Kylan.
Boy, she was scared.
They was in her ear like.
We got Angela versus Matt, the classic from last season, Crazy Eyes. We got Felicia versus Cormerica. And then we got Felicia versus Suri and Jared.
Personally,
oh man.
First of all, not you really spelling it Felicia like that with an SHA. I'm screaming. I just saw that. Personally, my favorite fight was Felicia versus Cormerica, because she gathered them all together. We ain't going to the back room, because that's where you get the line. Get on up out here in this front. I know what you said.
Was gathered.
She ate them shit. And you think you doing something? What have you won? What have you done? What
else did she say? She said, go play pool. I don't play pool.
She dismissed them like children.
Oh, wait a second. Martina brought up a good one. The Humilibus, the fight between Corey and Jared.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, that's a good. I'm telling you, it's Eric's fault. I might have put up every list. That's Eric's fault for forgetting that one.
Stop. There's not 3 other people on this podcast who could have also contributed. Okay.
But I don't know. I love the Felicia versus Suri and Jared. Just the fact that got Suri. Suri was fine. She said, "Oh, my mama." Like, I swear, someone said that.
Wait, and Jared, what does that mean, Mama? Talking to Felicia. What does that mean, Mama?
Well, I was shook. I said, I remember watching, oh, your mama? Serene.
Everybody was like, the aunties are fighting. The aunties are fighting. Oh, man. But crazy eyes, too. I remember y'all know I don't get up early in the morning for nothing.
That one was
8 o'clock in the morning. I happened to my phone. I checked Twitter. 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's like, y'all need to get the feeds right now. It's going down. It's going down. And I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? Lord have mercy. I think it just blew up. It was insane. The clips, the people that got it clipped. Whew.
That was one of the
preparation
fights. Matt was like, what the heck? Matt still talk about this to this day. Move on. Let me say that. But man, that was a time. That's
where I'd almost say, thinking of with the Lays, in my head, that's not even a fight just because that's, man, Daniel and Nicole looking crazy. But
and that's the thing that was funny too. Angela did practice the crazy eyes. She all night. She practiced.
That was so funny.
But Martino, that make it even more funny for me because the woman is an actress. She stayed up all night rehearsing and she did it perfectly. She didn't miss, she didn't skip, she didn't stutter. She did it exactly how she planned it.
She said, I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times.
Okay, and did.
But yeah, well, we got one for Felicia and Cormerica, one for Felicia and Suri and Jared. I forget where Eric and Josh voted. What do you?
Oh, I didn't state one. Yeah, I didn't finish.
Who was you voting for?
I don't know. I mean, Kylan and X. I didn't even I wasn't even scared. It was just like, oh, don't do this, brothers. Don't do it. We didn't made it so far. Don't do it. It was kind of crossing the line, but if we want to talk about fights, though, they was really X was really fist a nut if you buck.
Oh, if this had been in their backyard, fees would have been down.
What'd you say about my nephew?
Listen,
I'm just saying, you call him this, you should be a better
call him Kobe.
Boy, X stepped outside of Mr. Lawyer hat, and he said,
in low key, it would be a really good fight because I don't know.
Boy, I would have been there with the camera, like
World Star.
Exactly. Would have been zoomed in. Okay, it would have had my popcorn. And would have been
Oz in the background.
One of them afterwards.
I was thinking they talking about a dog or a cat. I'm like,
bruh, oh my
God. On sideline taking bets.
So I don't know. Best fight. I'm gonna say Felicia and Cormerica. That is gonna be my vote.
For me, I'm gonna go with Felicia and Suri and Jared. And I'm only probably gonna just give it this vote because it's so like how we move. Because they was like chilling like a second later. Not a second later, but it was just like, hey, you want some tea?
Right.
Yeah, give me some tea. Like it was never really like a legit like apology between them. It's just like they just moved. Yeah. But it was very entertaining. I really thought the whole oh shoot.
Brown sugar babies. Out.
Oh, I forgot.
Josh, who's your vote?
But yeah.
If it was on here, I would have done the Corey Jared fight because that one was a big one. And that normally I'm not an avid feed watcher like that. I'd be in the hashtag all day, but I don't be on the feeds like that. I actually caught that fight or what they let us see on the feeds in real time, and baby, I was glued, I was stuck, and I was not moved. I was locked in.
It was crazy.
I think I also turned it on when it was popping off too. So bonehead to myself for forgetting that one. But for now, Felicia, Suri, and Jared. Sorry, Josh, you have extra notes on that fight?
Nah, y'all said it all, but my vote's going for Felicia, the 2-on-1 fight that got Suri got Suri being loud because we
never seen that.
That's where my vote goes.
Congratulations and apologies for not knowing how to spell your name, Felicia. Now we're talking about fan favorite twists. Now, for those of you guys that have watched Big Brother for a little bit, y'all know fan favorite twists like Battle of the Block. That's the level of fan favorite twist that we're talking about. So we got Zombie Week, we got Janky Week, we got Dire Fest, and we got the Invisible HOH. More so the fact that Jack got to compete in HOH after the fact. So
stupid. Worse than HOH. How they take such a great twist and ruin it.
Jack ruined it. I love the twist by itself.
But like for me, I'll go ahead and jump in here because I want to. Invisible HOH. I feel like for future seasons, I want y'all to have that twist in your back pocket and only implement it if y'all feel like this cast is going to be able to deliver with it.
Yeah.
I want y'all to have that factored into every season and then be able to pull it out if it's not going to give. Because I want to see this done again, maybe even sooner, maybe like right before jury start. I want to see it again, maybe early.
They did try it in 26 with Quinn, with his AI, whatever, or whatever he had.
Stupid.
I don't want to say like just have it, but don't put it back in unless you're sure it's going to deliver.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I feel like if it comes into play and it flops one more time, we're going to completely hate the idea of an invisible HOH. I really feel like my vote is going to go to Zombie Week because it killed all the momentum of this game.
Yep.
Because this could have been a night. It could have been Zombie Night. We could have done all these comps over the course of one night and been done with it, so the game continues on as usual.
It was pointless.
Yeah.
They made them compete in 3 different comp. Like whoever won did part 1, part 2. Like what?
And what were they talking about on the feeds? A whole lot of nothing. Because guess what? Nothing's happening.
That part.
So
it was trash.
Yeah, we could talk about outside. I don't know, but I think this is a clear Zombie Week. It sucks when they're outside.
Yep.
Hey, I know a lot of people hate Dire Fest for the.
It took Joseph out.
Took Joseph out. I like the idea. I can't lie. I like the idea. I wish there was a second house instead of outside in terms of feed qualities. Because Therese, I'm sorry that you had to try to listen to people being outside.
You already know.
But all right, yeah, this one was obvious for me. Shout out Zombie Week.
For sure.
Hope we never see you again. Hope you stay dead.
Dire Fest still got me messed up, but Zombie Week.
All right, we got a couple more left. Let's talk about some finale fits. Some garbage ones. We got Turner in his finale, long clothes. We got Matt. Ain't look that bad. And, you know, we had to get a 4th. We got Miss Bowie Jane, and then we got Cam. Now, I guess I'll start. I got, you know, people might see Turner and be like, nah, that ain't it. I agree it's not it, but Cam wore sweats to a finale.
Thank you.
If y'all watch Big Brother Canada, they bring in people. They say, we're going to make sure y'all are looking nice.
Yeah.
Cam wore sweats. That's
absolutely. I'm like, how does people that was pre-jury come out looking better than what you did? Like Cedric had his suit on. He had the 3-piece suit on. He was styled to the T. And you come out in sweatpants? Come please. And I'm still thinking about BB22 with Enzo and Cody, how they went to the finale looking a mess in a cardigan and sweat. Enzo had on shorts or something. They look terrible. And yeah, the jacket was nice, but then he got on sweatpants. So it's just like, I don't know. Cam may have no clothes. I'm just going all summer. So
and he still look good in them sweats. He did.
Is this good? Okay, go ahead.
He would just hit them drawstrings
because he did.
If he would just hit them drawstrings, it would have been fine because we would have known they were sweat.
Yeah, he would have just tucked them in. We probably wouldn't even really known anything. We probably
they got those, you know, like, you know, they have those dress pants that are like sweats that are like they can go as dressier pants, and we could have thought that's what that was, but Turner does look a mess. I need to go on record and say he look a mess.
It's definitely Turner.
So hold up, we going Turner, we going Cam?
I'm going Turner.
Turner.
I think we're split 50-50 then.
Hold on, y'all think Turner's outfit looks better than Cam?
See, I mean this in no disrespect at all.
Like he got on he took sheets out the pantry and threw them together.
I mean no disrespect at all. It fits Turner though. Like it matches the vibe.
Those same rugs he be selling that look like that's what he wrapped around.
That's true. And he was dressing like that for the most part. But
But still, I agree. It's not a finale fit. You know what? The more that I'm looking at it, the more I'm getting upset because at least Cam had a good top half.
He did.
Turner, you know what? Y'all might have convinced me. I'm also going with Turner. I respect it though. It's a respectful. It's garbage, but man, yeah. All right, let's keep it pushing. Shout out to Turner. Up next, Trick No Treat. What is our favorite? I almost said backdoor, not backdoor, but blindside. What is our favorite blindside? So we had the Cedric 6-3 votes. We have Joseph when he got backdoor creating this iconic Quinn stun face. This might be the most stun face that we've gotten this whole time. We have Izzy getting backdoored. Or no, she wasn't backdoored. Is this the blind side? I don't know. Yell at Eric if it's not. And then we got Amira getting voted out next to Terrence. For me, it's the Joseph vote. I almost forgot about it, but man, this had so much dramatics. The fact that I think we were expecting Chemo to go home, and of course, Chemo then had this amazing speech, and then you got Mackenzie saying word by word, vote to evict Joseph. And for this Quinn face after, I don't know. That had everything that I could dream of a blindside.
For me, each one of these could have so much impact and can win it because I'm looking at Amira, like that baby the week before, the same week. I'm honestly, I know people say Big Brother's hard, but it's actually been super easy for me and I'm good to go. Like blindsided out of here because the girl was controlling the game. Like after Paloma left, she was a front run. She was a big front runner in this game to win because it was like, dang, Amira got so much power in this game. So she was a front runner. So that was good crazy to see. And then I think of that's why I muted them. I think of the Izzy and Felicia, although it was no longer a blind side. Josh, you'll have to unmute yourself when you're ready. Although it was no longer a blind side because it initially was going to be one, but then they found it out, and then we realized that that's the way it was going to go. But it shifted the game in a completely. Izzy going home was the end of that season being actually interesting. It shifted it to the other side of the house, who we were not rooting for, who did not deserve to get the upper hand. But for me, I'm giving it to Cedric, not because he was like one of my favorites and on my draft, but because his blind side also shifted this game in a way that it was just like the Pentagon could not believe that they got played the way they got played. The other side, we always tell the little people, quote unquote, the underdogs, form together, take out the power. And they did that. But unlike Izzy and them on that side, where Corey America flipped the vote and they just didn't do nothing with it, the other side took advantage of it for a little bit. And Tucker went on a run. He won some stuff and all of that. But I just think it really did shock the mess out of that house completely because it flipped it on its side.
And that's an extra note on the Cedric vote that makes I'm really split between Cedric and Joseph. Is the fact that you had Brooklyn talking to Rubina like, I'm sorry, it's you. I tried to fight for you, but you're going home. And guess who stayed? Rubina. So yeah, I'm down for either Cedric or Joseph. Reese.
What y'all pick?
I said
Josh picked Joseph. I'll let you be the tiebreaker.
Wait, while the alarms have stopped going off, let me explain myself real quick.
Yeah, let me get yours in before the fire marshal comes in.
Yeah, so I'm voting for Joseph because it was an unexpected blind side. Because remember, Chelsea and MJ both flipped their vote last minute.
True.
Yeah.
And we've never seen, and I don't think we've ever seen a situation where someone's speech actually flipped someone to switch their vote. All other blind sides we were expecting, we kind of knew going into it, people had made their minds up in advance of what they were going to do. Whereas with these two,
The fire alarm got them. They don't want them to speak the truth.
Honestly, Josh brings up a really good point because I will say too, they shocked us because we was like, wait, did she just vote? What's the name out the house? Did she just do that? Like, I think that was the first time in a long time America or us, L1, we were shocked too. I'm still giving my vote to Cedric, but I think that's a really great point that Josh brought up.
I'm flipping mine to Joseph. I'm sorry, Josh convinced me. I think we're going with the Joseph vote. Is that good, Treese?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you got the Cedric vote, or you have another one?
No, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm with it.
Love
so
it.
Tied or what?
Nope. That is 3-1. Shout out to the best blindside in a while. Let's talk about some old school ones. This is our last little old school look. And they define blindside. And we got my winner here. I have clear favorites. And it is a Shane vote. Gosh, that was such a good blindside.
That was the best reaction for sure.
And then we got the Kaser backdoor, kind of that whole scheme to get him out. And then we got Shelly evicting Jeff, which led into this Jordan and Jordan screaming.
That was a good fight. That need to be on the fight list too.
That could have been in a fight. It could have been in a fight.
It could have been so many on that list.
Because Jordan, we have never, for those who've seen Jordan play both times, that girl has barely raised her voice above a whisper. If her to cuss Shelly smooth out the way she did, and you had Rachel, Jordan, please, it's okay. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Jordan got one time each season where she like knuck a few bucks. Season 11, she did it to Russell. She was all up in his face.
Yeah.
And now the thing is like, but she was all season 13. She was all kind. Southern Belle, Jordan. When Shelly flipped, she flipped the switch in Jordan, and she brought out the demon. So low key for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it before my alarm come back on. I'm gonna go ahead and cast my vote for Shelly evicting Jeff.
Man, I want to rewatch that. I'm gonna pull that up.
Only reason
I wish we could show the clips, man.
I'm gonna not say that one is because Dan blindsiding Danielle by sending home Shane. I watched it in real time. Obviously, a lot of us did because it was live. But the fact that he did it so calmly after getting
didn't
her,
care about it.
Didn't care and didn't.
It was just like,
and don't give a care. And it was after the fact that because Danielle had won HOH and the veto. Dan, and Shane are on the block. She had absolutely no reason to save Dan at all whatsoever. You know, and so I just could not believe.
She's still mad to this day.
To this day.
And you know what? Let us stay mad. Stay mad.
When he was like, I'm sorry, I'm evicting Shane. She just couldn't believe that she did that to that man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because Shane had no reason to be on the block.
Yeah. I definitely agree that like Danielle provided the best reaction, but like I think Jordan had one of the best crash outs after an eviction.
For sure.
Certified.
Yeah.
That's when Jeff knew he was gonna marry that woman. He said, I know that's right. You stand up for me.
But congratulations to Shane. There's so many fun, great moments in Byyyeee. I wish there was a Big Brother Canada one. Might be something to look for.
Vote? What was your vote, Treese?
Shelly. I'm doing Shelly evicts. Jeff.
Oh, is it tied? It's tied. Oh, my fault. All right.
Because the Shane, the reaction alone, just that picture is like the best. But yeah, that fight, Jordan turned up. That's my vote.
Then go ahead, leave it in the comments. If you're listening now, if you're listening after, go ahead. Which blindside was better to watch?
The case
Shane or Shelly?
I think
it was
just making Jeff. It was just sad because like you gotta be kidding me.
Not Kaser.
But he was blindsided. He didn't see that coming. That's the crazy part. Like he didn't even.
I didn't see it coming. I said, really? Nah, I was like, get rid of me.
Now let's talk about some alliances, not duos, full-on alliances.
Go Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Space. That's a spinoff.
First, they might have been blown up, but the Pentagon. Shout out to the Pentagon. Next up, we got the Cookout. And next up, this wouldn't be an alliance list without the Mafia with Matt Nye. Finally, we got the leftovers. But before we all vote for the cookout, who's literally looking at like Power Rangers in this picture.
What's about second place?
I'm voting for the Mafia. Just for the Mafia with Metnai. Hated that alliance, but I'm voting for it.
Metnai. That's one word. The cookout. And then the cookout. But the leftovers, when I tell you the amount of like, oh my God, like I was like, this is so perfect. The way it all came together, oh my gosh, we were just like, oh my gosh, it's a perfect alliance.
Seeds were
different people are in it. People in different alliances are coming together. Oh my gosh. And then
because the leftovers forming meant that Taylor wasn't going home, and everybody was just like, "Oh my God, she ain't going. But she saved."
It was a big turning point of that season. If that moment didn't happen, Taylor would not have won.
She would have been going home.
She would have been free jury.
She would be at the upper room. Okay, she would be on a t-shirt in the Big Brother world. Gone. Literally. Repass.
Yeah, I agree, Teresa. Obviously, it's the cookout, but like the leftovers is a very strong honorable mention
for sure.
Very strong.
A strong silver. Because
it changed the trajectory of the game. Like literally changed it. Like they saved this woman who was for sure going home, who the house hated for the most part, till this woman winning the game. Like what?
Ain't no way I'm ever getting rid of y'all.
Thank y'all for y'all sacrifice.
What? Easy.
Man, I never thought about this, but Big Brother 24 is really the reverse Big Brother 25, where the start of the season, you're like, wow, this is horrible. What? I'm not going to enjoy this season. And then boom, 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 leftovers form. And then it's like, well, this season's kind of cooking and ends up with being one of the best narratives. But
for sure, Ty, they would have. And I wanted them to go so far because Brooklyn, baby, she was playing that game. She was playing the game. Like Brooklyn has such a good grasp on the game socially until this thing blew up. Cedric was doing great. Chelsea was doing great. Everybody was just great. It was a great alliance because all my faves, for the most part, was in this alliance. So it was just perfect until it wasn't.
Love it. Well, shout out to the cookout, getting the who are going to be there. A little superlative award.
The ones who got us to even start a podcast in the first place. So we got to get
that part.
Obviously, got to.
Now we got pretty much 2 more left. Still quote that. This is for quotes that you might still happen to say to this very day. First, fuck Sarah Beth, and I said that shit. Because indeed. Next up, she needs to learn this lesson. Had some little rant to Riley in the DR after he put her up as a backdoor. Oh my gosh, she needed to learn that lesson. I just love that DR. Might be one of my favorite DRs. I don't know.
Eli the only one to remember that.
Wait a second. He said that about who?
Riley.
Right.
Wasn't she? Did she get nominated for the who category?
No, and that's just because I made the category. Okay, y'all can leave me alone. Red is more who than Riley. Shout out Riley.
I don't know because I remember Red. I was like, when you said Riley, I was just, what season is this?
No, my queen. She's gonna come out with that podcast any day now.
Oh God.
And then we got.
I can't wait to not.
Byyyeee Jane.
And the
remix.
And then the fact that I love Heisem so much, we got another him and Riley clip. 1, you are worthy. 2, you are pure gold. Literally, as
Heisem
for the excellent interview one. I would crash out if I was Riley. What do you mean you're talking all this? And then at the very end, you're saying that, I don't know.
Eli did this all on his own when it comes to those two with the Heisem and the Rileys. I told him to put.
Hey, give me another quote.
Clean it up a little bit because I say that all the time. I'm Serene.
Okay, you know what? You know what? You're right.
Clean that up a little bit. So clean this up, Eli. Go back and clean it up right now.
Now, F and Byyyeee Jane will forever be a classic. Matter of fact, I need that on a t-shirt while I'm talking about it. But F Sarah Beth, and I said that. I literally used that yesterday. Watching Love Island. I said, F. Taylor Williams, and I said that. Whenever I'm mad at anybody, I use it. I said it the other day. I said, F my best friend, and I said this. That's another story for another time. But I'm going with Tiff. Yeah, Tiff for sure. That's my vote.
Both of these got cursing in it, and I don't curse, so I don't use them like that. But
you can vote for clean it up a little bit for our audio listeners. We'll squeeze that in, clean it up a little bit for our audio listeners.
Just say Tiff or
Tiff.
There you go.
Because I can say forget Sarah Beth, and I said that.
And I said that stuff.
I'm voting for the Heisem crash out to Riley. She needs to learn this lesson. I don't know why. I find that so funny. I'm about to go listen to that after the pod. Josh?
I'm going for opposite reasons of Eric. I'm going to vote for Tiffany because it has the most curse words in it.
There you go. Easy.
But I love
that. Congrats, Tiff. Another award. She be racking them up.
Honestly, though, I just feel like the newer season, they just don't have it like the old school. We have so many old school ones that we could have pulled from, like floaters, grab a life vest, wait a dang minute, like.
One thing I think about
a mogul.
That's what I just thought of another one. I like puzzles. That was a pretty good one, actually.
We could go on all day about this one.
Rennie's.
It's inappropriate.
You better not.
Oh, anybody want cake?
Anybody want cake?
Classic.
How did I forget?
Yes,
those are legacies.
How could we forget that one?
Those are legacies. It's not new.
Shout out to my Eric. Forget that one. Shout out my dogs at the crib.
Those are all in there. Don't play me. I put those on the list.
Not the dogs at the crib. I would have put that one.
Oh yeah, dogs at the crib. I forgot.
But shout out Tiffany. She still deserves it. Still love that.
Yeah,
still
I like
funny.
So I have to get that to Tiff.
Yeah.
Blame Eli for them too that don't nobody say or think about.
Hey, shout out Riley. Died to squeeze her in some. No, I'm kidding.
That just means next year there will be plenty to bring back.
Yes. All right. Oh, random T-Core. T-Core is actually not on this list, but for the gift of gab, we're talking about the best speeches in general, and this is our final category. And so, with it being our final category, we're looking at Miss Chelsea's finale speech.
The diamond.
We are also looking at Chemo's speech versus Joseph. And finally, we're talking about Taylor's finale speech. To close out our final superlative, who had the best speech?
For me, I have to go Taylor. Yeah. Because I remember being at the finale party in LA and seeing the club go up as Taylor was talking and like hearing her speech, and it's like I just have a vivid memory of like the atmosphere in which I heard that speech in full. So for me, I gotta give it to Taylor.
Yeah, I'm too gonna give it to Taylor. I've said this time and time again. I'll always say it. That girl, her finale speech has not been touched. It is the best speech in finale, like a finale speech we've ever heard. It was so special because it was a story of her game, her experience, all wrapped in one, on top of what she did in the game and how she impacted the game and why she deserved to win the game. And it was just a testament to who she was, what she had overcome. It was just beautiful. And I gotta give it to her. And that's not to say, honestly, and then on the flip side, like Chelsea not used her speech in her questions, it's a strong second for sure. But she used up a lot of what she wanted to say in her finale speech during her questions. And so it didn't hit as hard because it's like, oh, you already kind of said that. But she still is and always will be our diamond. And Chemo, Josh mentioned it earlier. I think Eli did too. The very first time somebody's eviction speech had actually changed a vote, that's major. Like that's game changing. Like if we have a game changer season, bring him back because he changed it, like for real. But Taylor for sure.
Yeah, it's tough to not vote for Taylor. Literally encapsulated her whole game, her whole experience, and I just think that was, I don't know, it was special. And just seeing her journey, if you view BB24 in just the lens of Taylor, being a Taylor narrative, I think it's a perfect bow tie to the season.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, so.
Yep.
But I'm just gonna second all of that.
Yep. But yeah, congratulations, Taylor Hale. And that does it for our superlatives. I guess before we go, I got one last thing to say, and one last legacy award to the Davon Rogers eviction speech on Big Brother All Stars 2, where this kind of helped just lay, I'm not going to say she laid the groundwork for all of this happen in terms of
she did. I'm gonna say it.
She did.
Yeah, but she did.
She was the catalyst. This speech was what got the conversation going. And after this season, like this speech inspired the people that came after her, like the people in the cookout and other people that we've seen.
I don't think we would have had the cookout.
Taylors. Like
no, and honestly, we would have the cookout because I don't think they would have casted that many black people in general. Because like, even though you want to call it catalyst, she kind of called. Loki kind of called the producers out for not having a diverse group. She kind of held their feet to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And like, honestly, it's probably going to be the most impactful moment in reality TV show history that we see from, because even they started doing more diversity on Survivor. And this is Big Brother. So this is like all around. I think this speech is going to go down in history as one of the most pivotal moments in changing the course of reality television, competition reality television.
I call it the speech heard around the world because not only this wasn't just a basic speech, like this speech for one was an eviction speech, and we all know Julie after your 30 seconds she'd be like, hush,
Julie
sit
stood
down.
up. She said, "I'm listening."
The world stopped. I promise you, it felt like the world stopped during the speech because she gave us a story, she gave us history, she gave us meaning, she gave us all of it, and it was so purposeful. And the impact, like Josh said, it changed reality TV, not just Big Brother, but it changed reality TV in the way we look at it. And it seemed after this season for Big Brother specifically, we've had a black winner or a person of color win this game. And that's not because we just want all of us to win, but it's like her speech gave everybody that was not white the typical, package for these shows to win. It gave them a chance. And because of that chance, we've had these winners that we haven't had before, that look like us, that we never got to see before, that inspired the people that's come after them time and time again. And that type of impact cannot be changed or replicated.
And let me put the icing on the cake. I feel like, and can't nobody tell me different, she really was the person that kickstarted this whole initiative of having more black and brown people on the show. And I feel like now, of course, I've been watching this show for years. I've been watching Big Brother for years, and I've always enjoyed the show. And I've always had fans that were black, brown, white, Hispanic. I've had fans of all different colors, but it's like so many obstacles have been in the way. So it's like I have to try to root for the black person so we can win something. Yeah. And I finally feel like, especially with the cookout coming after that, I feel like I can finally really get back to just enjoying the show because the thing that Davon fought for to happen happened. And now, of course, I'd be rooting for the black people. Don't get it twisted. Right. But I feel like there's now room for me to really watch the show and really enjoy it like it should have been since season 1. Since season 1, there should have been all the initiatives that are in place in 2025 should have been back in 2000, whenever the show started. So Davon gets all the icing on the cake from me, all the diamonds and the swords and
glitters and the gold
and all of it. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I give her virtual flowers. And for that, I think this is a great way to end our award show. And yeah, shout out to Davon.
Yes.
Woo. Well, y'all, this was the very first Who All Gonna Be There podcast, Big Brother Superlative Awards show. Thank you all who tuned in, those in the comments, giving your opinions, your thoughts, your votes. If you're listening to this now, make sure you get in those comments wherever, whether it's do the audio on Apple and Spotify or in the YouTube comments. Leave those comments for us. We want to hear your thoughts on the categories, your votes, who you would have picked. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Which ones did we miss?
Those we missed, right? What Eric missed? Sorry.
Oh,
that part.
But we appreciate you all. So while you're watching or listening, make sure you go to YouTube and follow us, subscribe to our channel at Who All Gonna Be There podcast. You need to subscribe because Big Brother is next week. And we want you. I'm talking about you. Let me break the fourth like Adrena did on Love Island. I'm gonna your man. We want you back.
You and you.
To come back for Big Brother season. So we can chop it up and see how it's going to go. So make sure you subscribe and then follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Who All There. And turn on those notifications for all of it. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Turn the notification bells on so you never miss when we got something else coming out.
Also, y'all about to be here for Love Island tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be back for Love Island tomorrow. And that episode was Messy Boots. So I cannot wait to talk about it. And more importantly, if you are if you haven't already, get your tickets for Oz's event in New York for the Byyyeee premiere because yours truly, me and Eric and Josh will be there. Eli doesn't like us, so he will not be there.
Too bad, so sad.
Nah, he got a work thing. But anyway, we will all be there, minus Eli. Who all gonna be there?
Us three.
They're gonna be there.
There you go. So if you are going to Oz's event, come up, say hi. We love to put names to faces. So, and if you haven't decided to go, let this be a reason to go.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ozzy throws an amazing event every single time. Every single year we have gone, and every single year we have had no complaints. So I look forward to this next
first premiere party. Because we normally do the finale. So
yes, we normally do. We do finale every year, and so this year we decided to switch it up and do the premiere party. So super excited. It's in New York. So if you're close or not, I'm coming all the way from Texas. Go.
Right. I'm coming from LA.
There we go. Oh yeah, Josh, you coming from across the whole USA.
He said no one has any excuse.
Yeah, y'all ain't got no excuse. If I can come, y'all can come.
That's true. The wonderful world of Oz. There you go.
Yes.
Yes, I love that.
The Wizard of Ozza, if you will. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and kicking it with us tonight. It has been more than a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you around for Love Island coverage as we continue to do that. And of course, as we kick off the Big Brother 27 season. Have a wonderful night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.